Hey guys, my name's Miss Pauline, and let's get right down to business. I am going to be your teacher this semester for English 110 or 111, depending on which class you're in. Obviously, I teach both, and I have a few sections of both this term. And this first week's videos are applicable to both classes. And so even if you're in English 111 or if you're in a different section of 110, don't panic when you look up here at my screen share and see English 110.01. That's just the course that I happen to be using to show you how the Moodle is set up. But it applies to all of you, to either class. So whether you're in 110 or 111, your Moodle is going to be set up very similarly. So please pay attention to the video. This first video is designed to just kind of get you used to how the Moodle is set up. So as you can see up here, I have shared my screen as though I were a student. So I'm in the Moodle in student view right now so that you guys can see on my screen about how things are going to look when you log into our class. So you'll come onto your Moodle, you go to your dashboard, and you'll log into English 110 or 111, whichever section you're in. And your screen should look something like this. And the first thing that I want you guys to notice is these top 3 modules. So my classes are set up in a collapsed module format. So all these little yellow blocks are different modules. So each one, if I expand it, contains information. So see, I clicked on that arrow to the left and it expanded my module. And then I can click on it again and close the module. So same thing here, I click on it and there's material available, and then I click on it and close it. And that's to try to keep things from being so messy on your screen. And each one of these modules is labeled according to what's contained in it. So here, one of the first things that you guys can learn about is how to get in touch with me. You're going to say, who is this disembodied voice talking to me through the computer? Who is this lady? How do I find her? I have questions. And if you have questions, here's how you find me. You come to the Moodle and you say, oh, here's a thing called contacting my instructor. And I click on that. And this tells you all the best ways to find me. So you can get in touch with me by phone, you can call me, you can text me, you can always get in touch with me by email. That's usually one of the 2 easiest ways. It gives you my email address. And it even tells you exactly when to contact me by which method. And also tells you, if you email me, here's what to include. If you call me, here's what to include. Here's the information that I need from you in order to get back in touch with you quickly. So the first thing I would like you guys to do is to read this. Before you send me an email, before you try to get in touch with me, please read this, because this is going to tell you how to contact me, the best ways to contact me, the best times to get me, and also what information you need to give to me. So what I want you guys to understand is I teach 7 sections of composition, and there's about 30 of you in each section, so with a couple of exceptions. So on the whole, I have about 175 students, maybe closer to 200. And so even though you only have one of me, right, and you're emailing me, and it's going to feel to you like, surely she knows who I am, I don't know who anybody is, because there's a whole bunch of you, and also I only teach online, and so I don't get the benefit of kind of seeing your faces and getting to know you in person. And so when you get in touch with me, there's some information I need you to give me in order for me to help you better. And so this tells you what I need from you so that I can know who I'm talking to and I can know how to access your information more quickly. So we'll close this, get it out of the way. The second module here, you're not going to need until later, but it tells you how to upload your assignments. So in week 3, we're going to have our first essay assignment. And so you're going to need to know how to upload your essay assignment. So this module is going to tell you how to do that. And what I also want you guys to see is that in your modules every week, they're going to look more like this, where there's going to be a little bit of text. And in that text, I give you a quick rundown of what's contained in the module. I say, here's what we're going to do this week, or here's what this module is about. And then below it, you'll see some links. So uploading assignments, instructions. If I click on this, look what happens. I get a PDF that tells me how to upload my assignments, and it has screenshots that show you what your screen should look like when you're uploading your assignments. So those little links on the Moodle dashboard will take you to some information that you might need. So this one was a PDF, this one is a web link. So it takes me to a website. It says, click here on this link, and it will give you some information on how to do the things that you need to do for the class. So that's the next thing that I want you to be aware of. You probably don't need to review this yet because you don't have a written assignment this week. You just have a quiz. But for the future, know that this is here because that's going to be important. Third thing I want you to pay attention to is syllabus and policies. So I didn't really put any text here other than to say this is where you can find the policies for our course. You're going to need to read over this because in week 1, you have a syllabus attestation quiz. And this quiz asks you some questions about this syllabus, and it also asks you questions about the information in this section. So you're going to need to read through the contacting your instructor module, this one right here, and also the syllabus and policies before you proceed with the rest of the course. So if you haven't done that already, I want you to pause your video and go and look at those two things and then come on back. So once you have looked at these top modules, the rest of the course is a little easier, a little more direct to navigate. The rest of the course is designed according to weeks. Every week is labeled week 1, week 2, week 3, so you know what week, how far you've progressed into the semester. You'll know when you get to midterms, see that down here, and then you'll know when you get to spring break, and you'll know when you get to finals. So you're labeled to help you see how far you've progressed. But I also have the date that that week begins up here so that you'll know if you get kind of lost and you think, I don't know what week I'm in, you can look for the date. So right now I'm logged in and I say this is January 14th, so it must be week 1. I must need to click on the week 1 module. And this is what I want you guys to do every week. I've had students in the past run into this problem where they only look at their Moodle on the little mobile app on their phones, and all they really pay attention to is when it says there's an assignment due. And there's a whole lot more to this course than just the assignments. There's other materials that you need to access in order to successfully complete those assignments. And so I don't want you guys just to rely on the assignment deadlines on your mobile app. I want you to actually visit the Moodle page, visit your course dashboard, your thing that looks like this, at least once a week. And ideally, you would do it on Monday, because Monday is the first day of the week. And that's the dates that are on here. So it's Monday morning, and I want to see, what are we doing in Miss Tolian's class this week? I'm going to come over here and click on week 1, January 14th. And the first thing I see is a little note. Oh, Miss Tolian wrote me a note. She told me some stuff about class this week. So that's what this is. I give you a little welcome note, and I tell you what you can expect to find in the module. So every week, this note that starts like this text will tell you what's in the module. What can I expect to find here? And what I tell you this week is that your module is going to contain 3 links. The first 2 are going to be links to these videos, so you're not going to see that here on my screen, right? Because I haven't finished making them yet, so I haven't uploaded them. But once I upload them, they'll be here. And then you also will find the syllabus attestation quiz. And so those are the materials contained in the module this week. And in this text, I'll tell you how to proceed, what I want you to click on, what I want you to do, what you can expect from the material that's included during the week. And I know that a lot of you probably don't have any attention span. I know I didn't when I was in college to sit and read giant blocks of text. So I try to make these announcements short. What I typically will do in place of a long announcement is make a little video lecture. Just like this one, where I tell you what's up for the week. I'll give you some rundowns and talk to you about some of the material. So if you read this and you think, oh, I want information in more detail, you click on the link to the lecture and it'll give you more information about what we're doing that week. So every week, basic rundown is, every week you log in, you click on the week, and you see what's in the announcement, and what links are provided. And these links are going to show me what my assignments are. Sometimes those assignments will be a reading, sometimes there'll be a quiz, and sometimes it's going to be an essay assignment. And a lot of times you'll find that if you click on a week and we're not in that week yet, there's nothing there. That's okay. It's because I'm going to post the material or make it accessible shortly before we begin that week. But what I have done is I've already posted all of the final draft essay assignments. So you'll be able to see any module, any week where we have an essay due. So essay 1 final draft is going to be due during week 3. When we have an essay due, it's always due on the last day of the week. So if the week starts on January 28th, the end of that week, that's a Monday, so the end of that week is a Sunday. And so your essays are always going to be due, with 1 or 2 exceptions, on Sundays. And so if I click on this and I see, uh-oh, I've got an essay due this week, then I know at the end of the week on Sunday, I'm going to be handing in this final draft. So I wanted you guys who are planners, who like to plan ahead, I wanted you to have the deadlines for all of the final drafts already available to you. So there's one in week 3. There's one in week 6 if you're in English 110. So you can come through and you can click on these and you can see there's my midterm exam. Where do I have things due? You can see where things are due. The other thing I wanted to make you guys aware of really quickly is your grade book. So if you look on the left-hand side of your screen on the dashboard, you'll see this thing that says grades. And as you progress through the course, you're going to be able to click on this, and it's going to give you a summary of your grades. Now, obviously, I don't have anything graded yet, so you don't see any grades there. But this is where you'll see everything broken down into categories. So here's our 2 exams. Here are our essays that we're going to write during the term. And then you can also see, out of these essays, my lowest score is going to get dropped. It says drop 1 of the lowest value. So my lowest score of these 4 essays is going to get dropped. So that's exciting. And then here is my syllabus attestation quiz. So you'll notice there's not a lot of assignments listed in participation. Those are going to appear as I assign them, because I'll determine what activities we're doing that week depending on how we progress. So the deadlines for the essays are already set. The participation assignments will appear in the grade book as they're assigned. But I just wanted to make you guys aware of this so that you can see it's going to calculate your average for you throughout the term. So those are the things that I wanted you to know about the course layout. And now, hopefully, you have read the information in these 3 sections, and you've looked at the little announcement for week 1. And now what I want you to do is move on to the second video. And the second video is going to go over some of our course policies. So stay tuned and jump into that second video.